All right, hey everybody. So today I wanted to take y'all along with us and show you a little bit of what we've been kind of working on. I know y'all seen me putting out hay single with the mules, and I worked them a little bit, a couple times, dragging a tire single, so they've kind of sort of got the idea of what to do. Now this is their first day in the woods working single, and this is Kate. And I just kind of want to take y'all along and show you what we've been doing.
You little. Listen to me now. You little. Whoa. Hey, hey. You. You. Hey, 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 hey. Whoa. You want to give me a little more now? All right, a little bit. Whoa. Enough.
All right, now here's Alice. We pulled, I don't know, half a dozen logs or so with Kate. And now we're going to switch over to Alice, and she'll be pretty much the remainder of the video. Both of them are about the same as far as what they'll do and how they act. Alice will try just a little harder than Kate will, but we're going to work on that too. And y'all, Kate actually outweighs Alice by just a little bit, but Alice don't know it. She'll try harder than Kate will. But that's just part of training, and as time goes on, you know, this is why I'm working them single. Now, it's kind of hard to tell from the video, but right up through here where the skid row is, where she's walking, it's a little bit uphill up there to the deck. So it's a little harder pull than normal. And y'all, any bit of pull going uphill, even if it's just a slight grade, is much harder than going even down a slight downgrade.
Whoa.
Now, see how much closer when you're skidding single, how much tighter you can keep your logs together? This is real handy whenever you're trying to bunch a deck of logs like I'm doing here.
Easy. Oh, oh. Whoop. Here, look. Whoop. Easy. 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 All right, go ahead. You got it. Good girl.
Now, y'all see how she started to load there? Nice and slow and easy, and just put her back into it real hard. That's what I'm looking for every single time. Slow and easy, tighten up, and get tighter until either the load moves or I say, whoa.
I think she's ready. Whoop. Hey, you ain't supposed to just stop when you want to. You're supposed to stop when I say stop. Alright.
Now this is one problem that she has. She'll stop on her own instead of when I say whoa. And I'm gonna have to remedy that. I'm gonna have to get me a limb, and whenever she stops on her own, I'm gonna have to whack her a time or two and make her go on and let her know that she's supposed to keep pulling until I say whoa. But for now, I'm gonna kind of let her just do her thing because she's trying awful hard for me. She's giving me some good pulls, so I'm not gonna be too hard on her. I believe that she'll get better the more I pull her by herself. She'll get stronger, stouter, and she'll just get to where she'll stay with it a lot more, as I lug her down some. So for now, we'll just persevere. Now I got intentions of putting this log right in the middle of these two here, and I kind of messed her up a little bit. I didn't swing the log just right, so now I'm kind of in a jacked up situation because it hit that other one. So I'm gonna jump her over the log, let her kind of get it pulled over, and then we'll go on.
Whoop. Stand up. Oh.
And to be honest with y'all, this is skills they need to learn too. Stepping over these logs and whatnot. If they're going to work in the woods, they need to know how to do this. Although that's no excuse for my poor driving in this situation.
Keep it off that log, it'll go easier. Alright, get. Whoa. Good enough. We'll get better. Won't wear out. As long as you'll shove hard, we'll get her. That's partly my fault anyway. Back up. Whoa. You don't crack that tree. Oh, whoa. Easy. Whoa. Quit doing that now. Can't just stop whenever you want to. I know it's heavy, but you can't just stop when you want to stop. Alright. Whoa. Yeah. So can't trim things.
And another thing, y'all, I want to remind you, this is post oak, and we are going uphill just a little bit, so it is a pretty good load for one mule. I mean, these logs are averaging 75, maybe 75 4 feet to the log. Some of them are a little bit bigger. But, you know, for them working single for their first time, it's a pretty good little load. Plus going uphill. And something else that I hadn't really mentioned, the bark on these trees makes a lot of difference on how hard they pull, and especially if they got knots all over them. And y'all can see this old post oak is knotty, knotty, knotty. And that makes it harder for them to pull too. So every stick of timber is not created equal as far as what they can pull and how much footage they can pull and, you know, all this kind of jazz. So you got to take a lot of things into consideration.
I knew you could do it. All right, now. Whoop, easy. Off. Whoop. Off. Come on in. Easy.
Now this log here that we're fixing to hook onto is the biggest log of the day as far as single work is concerned. We pulled a few earlier when I had them as a pair that were bigger than this, but this log here is pretty good size, and it's a load for a single mule, especially going up this hill.
Now, that's going to be the hardest one you do. Yeah. Good. Yeah. Whoa. All right. Now come up. Whoa. Get a good set, Alex. Okay. Okay. All right, now here. Whoop. Stand up a little. Just a little. Whoa. A little bit. Oh. I'll get you a good set in a minute. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Come here. Whoa. All right. Easy does. Whoa. Yeah, at least get whoop. At least got it out there where you can do something with it anyway. All right, this is gonna be whoop. Listen to me. This is gonna be hard. When I put that now. All right. Whoop. Now. Oh. All right. Whoop. See, now I'll give you a break. I'll give you a break. You don't got to take your own. You just listen to me. You know. All right, now come up. Get it! Get it! Oh. Good. All right, you. Whoa. That's good. Whoa, whoa. Good try, Alice. Good try. Let's get right there and catch you wind. When they go to bouncing like that, when they go to like that right there, that's when they're doing what they're supposed to be doing. They're kind of using their body weight to make it happen. That's a pretty good sized log here. This is, I'd say it's probably 100 feet, 100 and a quarter in this log here. It's heavy. This is black oak. It's heavy, but some of the heaviest timber we got here. And really I should have used 2 on this one, but I knew she could do it. She'll pull a little harder than Kate will. She got a little more try and a little more enthusiasm than Kate does. But I don't want to overdo it to a point where I make her where she don't like to pull. You know what I mean? You know, give them a load they can handle, but not too much. You don't want to stick them. And if you're going to log with mules or horses, you're going to stick them sooner or later. But they need to have more successes than they do failures, if that makes sense. But this is good for them. This is going to really make my team a lot better. It's going to really help them really know how to pull hard, stay with it, and listen to me, you know, and act on their own. They don't have nobody else beside them to wait on. You know, Kate waits on Alice a lot of times. They play off of each other. This right here, this will make a real mule out of them. And I've been wanting to do this for a pretty good while now. We just hadn't got in nothing real small enough small average timber to justify doing it. Most of the stuff we've been in has been in the bigger stuff, and shoot, 2 of them can't even handle it sometimes. Gee, look. Yep. All right. Whoa. Now, that's all I need is for her to give me a good try. Now I'm gonna let her snake it a little sideways going that way. That'll help her out a little. And haul a little.
Now, one thing I want y'all to notice is whenever I allow her to pull the log a little sideways to get it going good, I let her pull the log sideways, but wherever I stop her at, like when I hauled her there and then made her stop, I want her to pull straight away from wherever I stop her at. I don't want her changing directions on me and, you know, cutting left or right while she's trying to pull. I want her to squat her hind end and go on.
Get, Alice, get! There you go. Carry it on. Alice. All right, now come up. Alice. Whoa. Come on down the hill. Come on up the hill a little. Oh. All right, now come up. Whoa. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Whoa. That'll work. All right. That's the last one. Let's keep you a small one and give you a little bit of a break.
Now, y'all, it is very important when you're doing this, when you're logging and pulling these loads, you know, time after time after time. It's important not to pull heavy loads every single pull. You know, you want to pull a big one and then go get some small ones and give her time to rest and sort of catch her wind. You know, it's not good to just lug them hard all the time. You know, get them where they'll dread pulling for you, you know. So pull hard on a big one and then, you know, go get a few small ones and take it easy for a little bit. Now, these tongs I got are Dixie tongs, and they're made for 25-inch trees. That's what they'll open up to. And anything over about a 20-inch tree, it does real good on. 18 or a 20 is pretty easy. But when you get down under about 18, it's kind of hard to get a grab on some of these small logs and get them to stay. They'll slip off and whatnot, and then you got to, you know, go back and do it again. I kind of have learned a little bit of a technique on how to get them to set. You kind of got to hold one side. You got to hold one side until it, you know, let the mule step up, and then the other side kind of come into the tree. And that's the best way I found to do it, and I learned that from my buddy Jeff.
Whoa. Oh, that'll work.
Now, one thing I haven't done with Alice yet, that I've done with Kate is I've got Kate broke to one line, to a jerk line, and she does pretty good with a jerk line. Now, I haven't worked Alice with a jerk line at all, but I'm going to, and get her broke to it. I just kind of wanted her first day in the woods, I'd just rather use two and kind of introduce things a little slower for her and give her time to catch up.
Whoop. Oh. Stand up, oh. Stand up. Nope, not up on the pile. Stand up. Yeah. Easy. Oh!
Now, every once in a while, we don't get the logs bunched up just right, so I have to do this little trick here I just showed you to get them, kind of tight, and that saves room on the deck for decking more logs, and if you got a small deck area, you want to be conscious about that.
Whoa! Whoa! You listen to me, it's going a lot easier. A lot easier.
Now, y'all, one thing I've probably told y'all before, but I need to tell you again, when you're ground skidding with tongs, you want to hook on the small end of the log. Like this is a butt cut, and you want to hook on the small end, not the swelled end, because it'll plow into the dirt a lot harder. If you hook on the small end, it keeps it up out of the dirt fairly good. This is a little trick that my buddy Jeff Fergie taught me, and it's real handy. And skidding with these tongs, y'all, after you learn how to do it, it takes a little learning on the mule's part and on the driver. But now, once you learn how to use them and get to where you can, do all right with them, it's a nice way of skidding. It's a productive way of skidding because you can get in, get hooked, get to the deck, unhook, and be on your way. You ain't got to do all that turning around like you do with a cart. Now, I'm not going to run a cart down because the cart's got its place. just like skid tones and stretchers have their place. There's always a different tool for the job, and not every tool is the best tool every single time. You know, we're close in on the deck right here, right now, and the stretchers and tones is the way to go. And even working a single mule versus two, sometimes a single mule is better than one, especially if you got blown down timber or it's kind of a jumbled up mess. You can just get around better with one mule, a lot better than you can with two. So I said all that to say this: not every tool is the best tool every single time.
Whoop. All right. Say stop now. Look.
Now, one thing you definitely want to use a cart for is if you're in bigger timber and or you got longer skids. You know, if you got skids that are over, say, 25 yards, then you probably want to be using the cart just because it'll save your mules by getting the log up out of the dirt. And it'll make it easier for them to pull. But if you're short in on the deck like I am here, or short in on the log truck or log wagon or whatever you're using, it's hard to beat a set of stretchers and tones. Now, whenever you get your turn just right, pulling into the deck here, you won't have to do nothing but just drag it up there and stop. See how nice and tight it is? It's perfect. Just the way we like it. But now, I ain't gonna lie, there's a lot of times I don't get it perfect. I don't get my turn just right. And then I have to wind up taking my mule and, you know, hooking on the other end and scooching it over a little. And there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, you know, if you can do it, do it. If you can't, you know, just hook it on the butt and pull them over a little and don't worry about it. Whoa, whoa. All right, a little bit. That's enough. Oh. All right, a little bit more. What?
While we got a second to take a break, what I'm trying to do with my mules, y'all, I want them to pay me more attention. I don't want them to pull and quit when they want to, or turn when they want to, or this when they want to, or that when they want to, but I want them to listen to me. When I say haul, I want them to go haul. When I say gee, when I say come up, I mean go. And when I want them to go, I want them to stay with it until I say whoa. Because sometimes, if you get a hung up tree or get one that's pretty good size, they really got to get with it. And they got to stay with it for just a few seconds to get it broke loose. And if they go off their own intuition, they might quit because they feel the load heavy and they'll just quit, you know. Whereas I can see what's going on, and I know that if they'll give me just a little bit more or swing sideways or whatever, that it'll get broke loose and then we'll be good to go. So that's kind of what I'm doing right now with this single work. This is real good for them, real good. I know it's, you know, they got to pull, they got to scratch, you know, when they're working by themselves, but that's good for them. That's going to teach them to pull hard. That's going to teach them to stay with it, and most importantly, it's going to teach them to listen to me. They're going to build that stronger bond between me and them. So that way, whenever I'm speaking, they're listening. All right, let's get this one on the stack. Walk. Whoop. Whoa. There. Let's do her like this. All right. Yeah. Whoop. Now one time. I love them and I hate them. I praise them and cuss them all in the same breath. Oh, me. Whoop. Oh. A little bit. Oh. Lord. Whoa. Whoop. Oh. Get over. Oh. All right. Oh. A little bit. Oh. That'll work. Whoa. Whoop. Whoa. Where you going? It ain't time to quit. Whoa. Let's go back down here and make sure we didn't miss none. Oh. Let's go look and make sure we didn't miss a log. Should be in good shape. Whoa. We got one right there. Go down here and look. Make sure there's one down here. You stay right there.
Now, one thing I want to mention about these tongs, y'all, you'll get more lift using a set of tongs versus a choker chain, mainly because you got 2 points of contact and it's a lower point of contact versus if you use a choker chain, it's going to swing itself around to the top and it'll actually cause your log dig into the ground more.
That's a little one, so shouldn't be too big a deal for you. All right, you go. Whoop. Whoa. little bit more, tell them to hit it, and they'll hit it. I wanted to get this limb out to where I can cut it off. But this is part of what I was telling y'all about making them listen to me and pay me more attention. When I say easy, they know to go easy. When I say get it, they know to hit it hard. So they got to learn, you know, they're 3 coming 4. There'll be 4 in March, I believe. So they're still young, you know, and they've got a lot to learn yet. You know, I'm still learning too. So we'll learn together. Oh. Granddaddy always told me when a man quits learning, he's dangerous. So we need to learn every chance we get. Whoop, 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 off. All right. Now. Whoa. All right, let's bust these when we're done. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Off. All right, give it that ball. Whoa, whoa. I see when I want them to take it easy, like this situation here, you didn't need to pull real hard, just want to ease that log up there, say easy. And they learn that. You know, it takes them some time, but they learn it, and you use the lines to kind of help them until they get their, you know, get it in their mind. 2 more years, they'll really be right. You know, it takes a while when you're training a logging mule, logging horse in the woods. It takes a while to get them real good. They're doing good, and I'm proud of them, but we've got a lot we can work on. All right, you look. All right. Easy, easy. Whoa. I just want to say thank y'all for stopping by and hanging out with us while we got these logs out. I really appreciate all the newcomers and new subscribers. And I hope maybe you can learn something from our videos and enjoy it too. I'm not very entertaining, but I try my best. But I just wanted to show y'all what you could do with one mule. And a lot of times, like, you know, bunching these logs and stuff, it's better to bunch with one mule because you can get up in there and really fine tune where your logs need to be. And it makes it plumb easy. And I'm gonna work them a lot more single, you know, in the coming future. So it'll be good for them, and they'll get more training, and I'll get better, they'll get better, and even y'all will get better. But thank y'all for watching, hanging out with us, and everything you do for us, and all the comments. Look, I appreciate it. I'm always glad to hear from you. So if you want to talk or chat, whatever, or if you just want to stop by and say hello, drop it in the comments below. I'll be glad to hear from you. Y'all take care and have a good one.